doesn't take that long. Now, at times when they go for transhuman, it takes 5 months. Cattle are down. And now some of them die, lack of water, and all is because of the climate change. In regard to this situation, Forum de Femmes Autochtones, with the financial support of Manioto Pastoralist Integrated Development Organization, PIDU, and the FCPF, implement the project Training and Information of Indigenous Women and Girls on the Reedd process in Cameroon. The project will last for 1 year with the main goal to strengthen the involvement of indigenous women and girls in the conservation of forest ecosystem and the protection of the environment. To achieve these two main group of activities will be implemented: capacity building and support to develop traditional knowledge of indigenous women in Cameroon.
Participants at the Ebolova seminar have been sensitized on the vulnerability of the indigenous populations to climate change, with emphasis on global efforts to reduce gas emissions related to deforestation and forest degradation, an initiative launched in 2008. And organized by the Forum of Indigenous Women and Girls of Cameroon, created in 2010, with the objective of promoting social change, gender equity, and biodiversity protection, amongst others.
Everyone needs to put an effort for the success of this project to enhance environmental preservation and rational exploitation of natural resources in order to leave a legacy. Taking into consideration the challenges that my brother said, if we are to call upon the women to come together to work in the scope of natural forestry products such as Jansan, that is well spoken of, there are presently many women that work in that sector of activity. However, there is a challenge concerning the mobilization of these women to associate themselves. Though they know many techniques in processing the Jansan product, is good and interesting, but if we don't come together as one, we can't have a qualitative and quantitative product. For our partners to associate, for our partner or associate. So, coming back to what my brother said earlier, let this project not only be that of a short vision, should also be taking into consideration the future generation to come, that is the long-term vision, so that we could be able to evaluate its impact and to know if we have attained our objective as far as the project and the future.
The Cameroon Indigenous Women Forum is a major player in the fight against climate change in Cameroon, and based on this, the GIZ Forest Environment Program took as an assignment to accompany them in terms of capacity building in order for this organization to reach out to the people at a local level, because that is where projects and programs will be designed and implemented in terms of fighting climate change. So they are very relevant, and we hope that they will continue to work with us and continue to work with other partners at the local, national, and at the international level.
Where to plant a garden, how to plant it, how to manage the seeds in the garden. These are the three most important things that will make the garden be productive. I asked if you plant pepper and tomatoes and you accepted. If you plant tomatoes and you don't manage it well, will you be able to harvest anything? If you plant pepper and you don't manage it well, will it produce well? Will you not come and find out one day that they are all dried up? It is important to know all that because you are the ones to do the work. The place in which a garden is planted is not supposed to have trees. I see that every place here is fit for planting a garden. When next I come, it does not have to be so because you must have planted trees. There are foodstuffs that thrive around trees, for example, cocoyam. There is this disease called rumba, which destroys tomatoes. What destroys that disease is the powdery substance I gave you. This is the first and it is very important. There is another insecticide for small insects to destroy them. This is a sachet of seeds of carrots. We have to plant the seeds. You know we don't transplant carrots, so when planting it, we don't have to pack the seeds. After planting the seeds, we will come next time to space them out, and we call that process thinning. We have to space them out for a good harvest. If they are not spaced out, they will not produce well.
I work with Cameroon Indigenous Women's Forum. We are presently in a garden with the Ukpa women. So we are here because we are carrying out a project on strengthening their activities in agricultural techniques. So KaiWolf is an organization that helps to promote the rights of women, economic power of women, and their rights as well. So here we are not only trying to make them to understand that they need to work, but they also try to improve what they are doing so that they will come up with good output.
Indigenous women in the East region, like their counterparts elsewhere, exploit the forests on a daily basis. But when it comes to decision-making, their voices are not heard. At the Betua workshop, the Forest Committee management members were schooled on issues of climate change, the role of women in the management of community forests, as well as other pertinent issues to widen their scope on community forest management.
Women in forests, their participation is all days already. She works in the bush, but their participation for the all decision is not representative. This workshop makes the woman take responsibility to make that work very well.
With the women involved in forest management, it is believed it will go a long way to fight against poverty.
The Divisional Delegate of Environment, Protection of Nature and Sustainable Development for Minchum. Actually, after the training workshop on climate change by KaiWolf, we appreciate the initiative of Madam Aisatu, the president of KaiWolf, for gathering the rural women precisely in the Mororo community to benefit or the community of Ukpa to benefit this training, how to fight climate change and the new techniques of agriculture that can improve their living standards.
My name is Tonde Omao. I thank Aishatu Buba who sent these people to, especially the technicians who have helped us to be able to plant and produce foodstuff. to feed ourselves, sell some, and to bring up our children, especially some of us who have no support from men. I am really thanking them for coming to train us, and I desire they should come again.
I don't thank them, and I add more for thank ye. So for support, then too for come again, help we know we are already training men then can next time.
We are so grateful for this meeting, bringing us with the Bandos to work together. We are being underlooked by the Bandos, and so now we can interact easily with them. So that makes us very grateful for this meeting. We really need you to come again.
We are so grateful to our partner PIDU, Manioto Integrated Pastoralist Development Organization, for this wonderful project through the FCPF concerning the training and information of indigenous women and girls on Reedd+ in Cameroon. This program has enabled us to reach to a wider community to reinforce their capacity on their involvement on the Reedd+ process in Cameroon. And we have been able to train more than 100 indigenous women on the new techniques of agriculture, and also share their experiences with the other women in the different regions. And we have been also identify traditional knowledge of the indigenous women in some regions, like the Northwest region and the South region of Cameroon, especially to identify and develop their traditional knowledge. It was really wonderful. And we are also grateful to the Ministry of Environment, Nature Protection and Sustainable Development for their support that they have given us throughout the implementation of this project. We also thank the ZEZ Cameroon for their support that they also provided to us. We are so thankful to all our focal points in the different regions, to the traditional leaders, to the staff of FAG, who have really put their effort together to make sure that we really carry out this project successfully. And we are really hoping that we are going to continue to follow up this project in the field so that it should be a sustainable one. We are so grateful and thank you very much.
We are very grateful you came. We thank you so much. You have helped us. May God bless and accompany you.